Reading from the Gospel of Matthew. As Jesus went on from there, 2 blind men followed him, crying loudly, "Have mercy on us, Son of David." When he entered the house, the blind men came to him, and Jesus said to them, "Do you believe that I am able to do this?" They said to him, "Yes, Lord." Then he touched their eyes and said, "According to your faith, let it be done to you." And their eyes were opened. Then Jesus sternly ordered them, "See that no one knows of this." But they went away and spread the news about him throughout the district. I'm always shocked at who has a message about Jesus, who is able to see Jesus for who Jesus really is, who can walk the walk and talk the talk. A lot of times it isn't the person you expect. And in the Gospel of Matthew, we see that often. Those who are educated, the religious elite, those who have been studying and waiting for the Messiah in the most pious of ways, are typically not the ones who recognize who Jesus really is. And here in this story, we have a depiction of 2 blind men, men who cannot even see, men who are stricken by poverty because of their disease, their disability, men who are constantly having to beg, and yet they recognize who Jesus is. They use more than their eyes. They use their hearts, their spirits, to sense this Messiah, so much so to chase him down and enter the house that Jesus was going into. They believed. Even though Jesus commanded them after they had been healed to not say anything, they could not. Their belief motivated them to chase after Jesus, and their belief, their joy, their gratitude led them to proclaim who he was as they left the house. They proclaimed who Jesus was as they entered the house, and they proclaimed who Jesus was when they left the house. These are not the people one would expect to recognize the Messiah. In this world, I find that we continue to be surprised by who helps us see who Jesus really is. Whether that's from the children in our children's ministries, or a child that's somewhere in the city, a youth group, a teenager, or even some of our meals ministry guests who can school me on the Bible better than I can even know. We need to be open to the people that God has placed all around us. They all have something to proclaim. They all have personal experiences with the divine, with God and with Jesus. We need to hear them, and we need to follow them. And we need to have faith like these 2 blind men to proclaim what we know to be true, whether it's when we walk into a house or walk out of a house, whether it's when we are suffering and hungry and poor, or when we have been healed and we're filled with joy. We must proclaim, above all, that Jesus is love, Jesus is God, and Jesus is the Messiah. Amen.